A big surprise today for one Chicago elementary school teacher,
Rana.
Rana's principal says she's an amazing teacher and that her class has test scores that are off the charts.
There were so many other things I wanted to be, you know, an artist, a photographer, a motorcycle racer, but teaching just kept coming back. Sexton is located on the south side of Chicago, and it is a low-income neighborhood. I kept seeing education coming up as something that's really lacking in our society and in societies in cases where people are underprivileged. One thing that I try to do with my kids is be honest with my kids that people are going to view you a certain way. I mean, you guys are young black kids coming out of a poor neighborhood. People are going to have certain expectations and may actually lower their expectations for you. And that, you know, it may be unfair, but you have to continuously be proving these others wrong and showing them exactly what it is that you're capable of.
Mrs. Khan sets high expectations for her students, and she does not lower them.
I'm glad for all those that are listening to this group, because when it comes time for you to do it, you'll know exactly what it is that you're supposed to do.
She just doesn't leave the at-risk child at risk. She institutes book clubs. She meets with them after school and before school to help them with any weak areas that they have.
And start from there, and let's see how you read that.
A long time ago, I wrote, "Help, help, please dust me," on the end table.
Her classroom management style is very low-key. She almost coaches them into that correct way of like how kids should act in the classroom and treat each other.
He's kind of getting stuck. Can you help him come up with ideas? I've looped with a good portion of my students since 3rd grade, so I've had them for 3 years. It feels like you start one step ahead of the game, and you're able to accomplish a lot more in that process. In science, we've been talking a lot about energy and about thermal energy in particular. One project that I thought would be really cool to do is to make these giant hot air balloons out of tissue paper. It sounds very simple, but it took many days to do.
It's amazing. We thought that the hot air balloons weren't going to go up, but then we found out that they can go up with heat.
What I learned from hot air balloons, like the more heat energy you got, that makes the molecules go faster and makes the molecules spread out.
I think the most important thing that Rana has taught her students, that they have as much responsibility for their education as the teacher does. I think she's instilled in them a sense of pride and a sense of self-confidence in themselves as learners.
What I like about Ms. Khan is she teaches us about her culture. She's bringing Pakistan to us.
I think it's useful to expose my students to other cultures. I'm originally from Pakistan. I was born there. My family moved to America when I was about 3 years old. I think what my kids really enjoy about India and Pakistan is the fact that it seems so different. The samosas, and I have enough for everybody so everyone can get one.
We had to eat Indian style, which was on the floor, and we had to eat with our right hand. We couldn't eat with our left hand. I learned that the sweet stuff is real sweet and the hot stuff is real hot.
Just because you don't like something, because it's from a different culture, it doesn't taste the same as something you're used to. It's not nasty, it's different, right? I hope what my students will remember about me is that I was a fair and respectful teacher, and that I really wanted to open the world up for them. Winning the Milken Educator Award, it's been quite an interesting experience. I mean, I got an email from Barack Obama's education advisor, and he said, "The senator would like to invite you as his guest to the State of the Union." And of course I said yes, and I went, and it was absolutely amazing. I had asked my students to watch, and to know that I was there with such important people, I think really had an impact on them.
I think a foundation has been laid. A lot of teachers have patterned themselves after her. They've seen what can be done with children and how you would do it.
I'm trying not to think about how I'm going to feel at the end of the year when I have to say goodbye to my students after being with them for 3 years. It's been a while since I've cried when a class has left, but I know that this year, as much as I'm trying not to think about it, it's going to happen. I think I'll have a sense of pride as far as what we've accomplished together.